All right, so I'm back at work, but I am still pumping because I would still like to continue my breastfeeding journey for little Titus. So I feel like if I had to plug in, I'm an outside sales representative for a company. So with my job, I spend most of my time in my car. That is my office. So with that, I was like, okay, we have to figure out some type of way to still make this whole breastfeeding thing work. And the only way I found is that like I would need to have something that was a hands-free pumping, because I can also pump while I drive or while I eat my lunch in my car or whatever, right? When I am out and about, because I don't always have a physical building to be in. And so this is what I found to be the best so far. Now granted, I just was not willing to spend more money on an actual like LV or Willow pump, the hands-free one. They're really nice, but I think the only thing that would have made the difference is if I would have actually purchased that early on, right? If I would have did that much earlier in my journey, I feel like I'm like, closer to the end at this point. But if I would have actually purchased that early on, I would have had no problems with spending the money. But I chose my free one I could get through insurance, and that one's been cool for the house. But then I was like, I just can't imagine trying to be strapped up, drive, or even have to change my bra to one of the hands-free bras so I can pump my pumps in. Like, it just wasn't gonna work, right? So I found this one on I just pumped but I found this one on Amazon. I think it's like Joysa or something. Like there's a bunch. I think this is just this brand, but there was a couple different vendors that actually sold one just like this. So I really don't think there's anything like terribly special about it. However, I will say definitely chances and opportunities for it to leak. So you do want to make sure your parts are put together. And I have noticed like the battery go down some. However, the nice thing is that this one, I just wear like my, I can wear a regular bra. I still wear my nursing bras because they're the easiest, and still look okay underneath my clothes. But I just wear this, wear my bra, and then I stick this one in. I could have purchased two. They were only like $70, which is significantly less than the $500 investment for the other one, the name brand. However, this is bulky, so like I wouldn't go anywhere with this one in, right? I would look crazy. And then also with it, I kind of lost my train of thought, but anyways, this works. Now I will say, so this is me pumping for the first time today. So right now I'm like kind of on a weird schedule. I used to intermittent fast in the morning, so I didn't even eat in the mornings, but while I was home with him, I ate in the mornings and ate breakfast and all that, and would just feed him on demand. And I think that's part of the reason why I was hungrier, because I mean, obviously like when you're breastfeeding, it's like your body has to make milk from something, so it has to have something in it. So currently I'm doing like tea in the morning, maybe a muffin like mid-morning, and then I pump like around lunch or like right before lunch. So I currently am not I am eating quite a bit less, which means I am producing less milk. However, this is still enough for us, and I do still have like a freezer stash. So this is cool. I just wanted to provide a little bit of insight. So I'll show you like my my packing kit and what I take to work and what I do when I'm in my car. So but yeah, this has been the easiest. So yeah, here we go. But this is what I just pumped. So there is a huge glare. There we go. But yeah, so we're making some progress. This is probably, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 ounces or so. So we're still doing pretty good. We're making it work. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a commitment. I do definitely feel like I am committed to this. But there have been some times where I'm like, man, it would be a lot easier if I just wasn't breastfeeding still. However, I'm still okay. Like I'm grateful for the breaks it makes me take to like, sit here and actually like pour this milk out and, in the storage bags and stuff. And, it kind of makes me stop and take lunch a little bit more, or, like whatever. So it's cool. I'm happy with my journey. I'm cool. I don't think that, of course, this is the only way. This is just my truth. So yeah, just wanted to share in case anybody else is wondering, what's it look like when I go back to work? What am I going to do? Yeah, well, here's an idea. Yeah. Okay, I just remembered what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I could have bought 2 of these of the actual pumps. However, I just got one because my right boob, like, it just doesn't really produce for real, or it's only like it's only a sucking titty, right? Like, it's like only something that Titus can get something out of. But like, if I try to pump out of it, I don't think it's ever done more than 3 ounces. And right now, with me like eating a little bit less too, like, it's just really not producing much. So my left boob does most of the work over here for feeding baby Tai. So yeah. And then the other thing I was gonna say is, one thing I do is I pretty much under all of my shirts, just because I do risk the chance of leaking, because I haven't found like the perfect sweet spot for like how often I need to pump and all that good stuff, is I have one day I did go through my shirt, which was to be expected because that day just got really hectic. However, I think it might be better for me to, even in all of it being hectic and crazy, for me to find a time to pump, because I definitely had a wet spot on my shirt. So yeah, there was that. But anyways, I like to wear like this, if you can see that, I like to wear the tank tops underneath my clothes. And then I only have one hand because I'm trying not to spill like everything I just made, right? But I like to wear a tank top underneath my actual like blouses and everything. And then for my right boob that doesn't produce as much, I'm so sorry. I actually just use the Haka. So with this one, I just literally pump with this. And as you can see, like, it doesn't make very much at all, and that's like after sitting here for 20 minutes. So anyways, so I only purchased just the one pump for that side, and then it's still like my windows are tinted in my car, and so I still feel like I'm pretty inconspicuous. Like, so I just happen to like stop in a parking lot where I feel safe, only because I was eating this time. But a lot of times I will stop in a parking lot, kind of like dip down, put the pumps on, and then I just drive like this home. I will tell you, make sure that your Haka is secured. If you do have like one underperforming boob, or decide you want to like Haka and drive or whatever, because the Haka has fallen off like in the middle of driving, and that was a little bit crazy because I went, like, my instinct was like no spilled milk, and I went to go catch it, and it was also like, but bruh, you're operating a vehicle right now, so I'm gonna need you to like pick one. So in that case, of course, just let the milk spill. There's more pressing things, or be smarter and just really make sure that you're like hooked up before you actually pull off. That's probably the wisest decision. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to share that. Definitely recommend this one. Like I said, it's just a little pump. Like, it was just a $70 pump I found on Amazon, and I was cool with it. I just could not bring myself to spend the $500 for the nice ones. Just not. I couldn't do it. But yeah, that's all I got for now. So here's what I carry for my car kit. So here's the actual motor for this pump. And then, like I said, here's the ladybug. Here's the ladybug Haka, so I can just fits over the nipple, catches any drip down. And this is the actual manual suction Haka pump. And then I carry some extra breast pads. And then this for any spills, of course. And then I just pack these together into one sandwich bag, along with the Haka motor pump. And then I put them into this little drawstring bag here. And then I put this with all my pump materials that would need to be refrigerated, keep these in a gallon-sized bag. And then I also will put those in here in between into my cooler. And then this is pretty much everything that I carry. So then I have my cooler, the dry pump materials, and then the actual pumps. And I do this because there's always going to be some type of milk that's going to spill out. So this helps keep everything clean. And then I'd rather just recycle or get another gallon-sized bag. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and don't forget your storage bag so that you can actually have a place to put your actual milk after you pump. All right, so I thought this might provide a better idea of how I pump and drive. But yeah, completely hands-free, which is beautiful. So just driving, I have this set here in my bra, and then have the little ladybug set up. So I'm able to completely focus on the road and just go. And that is like so helpful. It really is. It helps me save time. So I'm in between meetings right now, and it's really nice to literally like be like, okay, I don't have to worry about like, well, I'll just say this, like, you know, your boobs hurt when it's time to pump. So it's like I don't have to stop and, you know, figure everything out. It's like I was able to, you know, quickly put it in, set it up real quick and put it into my bra at a stoplight, and then we keep going. Yeah, I mean, that's it. So, and I will say, like, one thing that makes it a little bit more incognito as well is, like I mentioned, like, I wear tank tops underneath all of my work shirts right now. So then, like, if I have to roll my shirt up or unbutton it like I have here, like, I'm still able to be like fully clothed, or at least like appear to be, you know what I mean, with like out people driving next to me noticing. So I think that's, you know, one thing that might make you feel like a little bit more comfortable with it too, or at least get a little bit more privacy. But I mean, it works for me. It may not work for everybody, and like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be a lot easier, you know, if I weren't still pumping and working. But I mean, like I said, this is us still continuing our journey. So you just have to do whatever feels right for your family. And right now, this works. So yeah, that's what we're doing. But yeah, just wanted to give y'all a better idea.